A Balancing Act Center for New Perspective, Module 1, Understanding the City. Research intent: to study and understand the impact of celebration on life and to initiate a journey of experiences based on transitory celebrations. Design intent: the intent is to develop a facility that caters to both the counterparts of celebration, that is, the artist and audience, a platform to explore and medium to interact. About the place, so the city that I'm focusing on for study is Delhi, the national capital. Delhi has a chaotic, asymmetric beauty. One side of Delhi is still with the ancient style of architecture, old unwinding lanes, age-old markets, and traditional communities, whereas the new part of the city is getting flourished with modernization. The diversity in Delhi makes it a most prominent attraction. Context: the following are the topics that are further explored in this site investigation. Context: Delhi shares boundary with Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Haryana. Thus, the traditional lifestyle in Delhi is very much influenced by the culture of these neighboring regions. Delhi is of great historical significance as an important commercial, transport, and cultural hub, as well as the political center of India. The city is a part of India's golden tourist triangle, that is Jaipur, Delhi, Agra, and marks high number of domestic and international tourists. The city has 11 districts, and it was made a union territory in 1956. Being a cosmopolitan city, all the major festivals in India are celebrated here. Many other cultural festivals and annual events are also organized by the local authorities of the city. We can clearly see the major impact of urbanization in the city with reference to the map shown, where the red dot marks as the built fabric of the city. The site selected falls under the ward named Jahangirpuri. It is located in the northwest side of the city. Studying the growth of the city, it kind of expands from all the sides, making it fall under the endless growth section. The city marks a diameter of around 32 kilometers. Due to rapid urbanization, there are satellite cities being formed around, which marks high number of migrating population. The city has been experiencing fast urbanization expansion. The top right map shows the development of DP of Delhi from 1972 to 2021. Context: site to the city centers. The map shows the site with other city centers and point of interest and major transit hubs. From the site to the major city centers, it takes around 40 to 45 minutes to cover the distance. The sections covered under city centers are heritage site, airport, railway station, bus terminals, amusement park, wetland parks, a garden, and other parks. There is a metro station in close proximity to the site, which is shown as the pink dotted lines, is the major metro route which is connected to Hazrat Nizamuddin station, and which is then connected to New Delhi station. And the blue line marked is the interconnected metro line. The orange dots are the junction points, and the black line shows the time consumed to reach the destination. The site selected falls under Delhi Jahangirpuri Ward 22N. Land area for study is 4.2 square kilometers. Population of the precinct is 1,97,000. Distance from the city center is around 7.8 kilometers, and elevation from the sea level is 745 feet. Proposed development plan of Delhi: the red circle is where the site is marked, and on the right, the blue portion with black line is the site. It falls under public and semi-public usage. The site FSI or FRI is 1.2. Land of selected site is public and semi-public facilities. Governing authorities is Municipal Corporation of Delhi. The site is owned by government. Elected site area is 65,327 square meters. On the right, the orange one is the site. The blue are the tertiary roads. The purple is the secondary road, and the pink one are marked are the highways. Urbanization, evolution, and transformation from the year 2000 to 2004 to 2008. As you can see, there is some development process going on the right, on the east portion of the precinct. A new industrial and a metro yard being constructed. From the year 2013 to 2020, a lot of new development can be seen, as a new metro station was added to the precinct, and a commercial area being developed. The current land use around the site, most of residential areas can be seen. There are a lot of green and open vacant land around the site. There are a few schools and one industrial area around the site. The following are the areas marked accordingly. A lot of residential areas is a positive point for the project, as initiating interaction and celebration are the two major points that the project will focus upon, and the precinct will help in development of the project. The image shown are of the nearby residential areas. 25% of the built mass can be seen in the precinct, which means a good amount of green and vacant land is available in the precinct. On the left, there are some images of open grounds and built mass in the block. In the block, there are around 5 churches, 8 mosques, 6 temples, 8 local markets, 6 schools, and an industrial area. On the left, the image shows one temple, a fish market, and a church in the block. The map here shows fluxes around the site. The natural fluxes are greenland, wetland parks, and other grounds, open grounds. Virtual fluxes are tourism and migration. Material fluxes are metro station, industrial zone, housing, reserved areas, and markets. On the left, you can see the following images. The sections are through the internal roads of the block. As you can see, there are narrow lanes with G plus 1, 2 and 3 buildings. The block has mixed type of urban patterns can be seen, one of which a major portion is plotted urban blocks, and some of the blocks are perimeter urban blocks. Major activity mapping around the site with a radius of 300, 500 and 800 meters, and a fire station and 2 fire stations in the block. Activities like playing cricket, activities related to market and construction can be seen in the close circle to the area or the site. Context of growth and build. Since 2011, the block has a population of around 1,97,148, among which 1,63,088 are male and 90,760 are female. More of young population can be seen in the precinct. Religion-wise, there are 76% of Hindus, 24% of Muslims, 0.29% of Christians, and 1.51% of Sikhs, 0.05 Buddhists, and Jaina 0.08, which leads us to that the area has a mixed type of population with diverse culture and religion. The city has been compared with three other cities, that is Mumbai, Ahmedabad, and Agra. In Mumbai, it is Kandivali. In Ahmedabad, it is Motera, and in Agra, it is Sikandra. All the cities have a similar built-up area and unbuilt area. The skyline changes according to the urban fabric of the city, where low-rise is seen in Delhi and Agra, where Delhi has low-rise high density and Agra has low-rise low density. Mid-rise and high-rise can be observed in Kandivali and Motera, where Kandivali has high-rise high density due to crunch of land and high demand for built areas. Built from Contextual Response, Hall of Nation by Rajrawal in Delhi. The design was evolved to meet the constraint of time, availability of material and labor, but above all to reflect symbolically and technologically India's intermediate technology in the 25th year of independence. The depth of the structure was utilized as a sunbreaker. Innovation and use of material and structural system can be seen in this project. The second one is Indian Habitat Center by Joseph Stein in Delhi. This case study was taken to study the blend of formal and informal spaces in the facility and to study the orientation of the block with response to the climate and green measures taken for that particular arid climate. Structural system. Mostly the structures are made from reinforced concrete, and as it is a good insulator from heat and keeps the place cool. In the first case, as experimental form is derived using basic concept of space frame, sunshades are useful to avoid direct contact of heat. In second case, basic slab column beam system is used. The large spaces help to shade the inner courtyards and parking areas. Use of basic geometrical shape can be observed. Material use. Lightweight material is used to reduce the amount of dead load on the structure. Recyclable material is also taken into consideration. Locally available materials are given priority as the cost is reduced by doing so. Work is seen as a piece of art by the visionaries. Services. Grey water is well treated and used for irrigation. Water as a cooling element is used to lower down the temperature as the region is under hot and dry climate. Punchers are seen as to let the natural sunlight in and reduce the electrical cost of the building, as well as to circulate the air in the structure. The plan shown on the left side is the site plan, and on the right is the neighboring land use map. Climate. Step diagram shows the sun path overlapped onto the site, where the longer portion of the site is from east to west and the shorter portion is from north to south, and has intense heat in summer from 12 to 4. The main wind catchment area is from northwest. The minimum and maximum temperatures are 5 degrees Celsius, and the maximum temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. The map on the left explains the road network of the block, where yellow are marked are the internal roads, the pink are the secondary roads, and the orange is the primary axis, that is the national highway connected to the site. The big blue dots are the major traffic junctions in the block. Amenities around the site are shown on the left side, right side of the page. There are 5 hospitals, 4 bus stops, but bus route connecting those bus stops, 6 hotels, one gas station, 1 metro station, and the pink line is the metro route. Site is well connected to public transport. It includes a metro, a bus route, and a highway. The first section is from west to east, pointing towards north. The second section is from north to south, facing west. Most of the surrounding area is vacant, and a small amount of residential blocks with G plus 1 and G plus 2 height can be seen. These are some site images showing the nearby metro route and the national highway connected to the site. Conclusion: the site is located near areas which has good public transport facilities and other amenities. As the area is in search of economic boost, the facility developed will help in solving the issues. It is in near proximity to Katputli colony, which is the largest performing community in India. It is under a developing node which will benefit the project and vice versa. The site is also connected to state and national highways. As to extreme climate can be observed, design must respond to both the conditions. The region falls under Golden Tourist Triangle in India, so large number of domestic and international tourist footfall is observed. Thank you.